A very good afternoon to you and a warm welcome Avenue here in Aldershot for one of the highlights of this celebration of Nepalese Brigade of Gurkha's Bella, and we have the 2025 Nepal Cup final. At the moment, it's the news we have for you, and apologies that we've not been able to get here earlier, but we've just been having there the Nepalese national anthem. Well, apologies that we haven't been able to get to you before now. A few technical issues spoiling things for us this afternoon. But we are here in time for the kick-off of this, the most important game, of course, for the Brigade of Gurkhas and the 2025 Nepal Cup final. This year, the proud finalists are the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistic Regiment, the QOGLR, who'll be wearing blue today in their all-blue strip, and the Queen's Gurkha Signals, the QGS, in white. Well, it's been a long, hard road, hasn't it, for these two teams to reach the final. Quarter-final wins for them against the QGE, 4-1 for QOGLI. Thumping 7-1 win as well for the Queen's Gurkha Signals. And while in the semi-finals they overcame 2 RGR and 1 RGR respectively, who twice led, of course, last year's final. Who can forget last year's final here? 1 RGR were leading going into the final few minutes. It went to extra time and they lost 3-2 to the Signallers in an amazing game, which of course will live long in the memory. So can the Queen's Gurkha Signals, who have won this cup 8 times, go for the double, which they did in 1958 and 59, or will the QOGLR claim what would only be their second Nepal Cup win? The first time was back in 2007. The famous old trophy, of course, goes back 77 years. In 1948 it was presented in India by the Prime Minister of Nepal and Colonel-in-Chief of the Brigade of Gurkhas, His Highness Maharaja Mohan Shamsher Janga Bandur Rana. The first final played in 1949 was won by the 1st Battalion, the 6th Gurkha Rifles. The final right up until 1970 was played in Malaya, rolling on to Hong Kong until 1999 when it came here to the United Kingdom. Well, we're absolutely delighted to have you with us today for our live broadcast, wherever you are today. And of course, if you'd prefer, we've got commentary for you on the BFBS Nepali BFBS Gurkha radio service providing that, and they are commentating away right now. But alongside me, and it's absolutely fantastic to have him, we're here once again, Lance Corporal Sonam Tamzang, who I know would much rather be out there playing, wouldn't you, Sonam? Great to have you with us again. Let's look ahead to the team, shall we, starting with the Signallers. And I think it's fair to say many players who delighted in lifting that trophy last year are back with us again for 2025, are they not?
Cheers, thank you very much, John, for having me again in this beautiful, beautiful tournament. And obviously the weather out here is, I think it's been better, isn't it?
Touch wood. It's last year we were a howling gale and driving rain. We have had some rain here on the pitch so far today, but nothing like we had last year, and hopefully the weather will provide for us today. Just look down these teams then, because obviously starting with the team that you're probably best dealing with, obviously I've ticked from the squad list to the starting lineups, and a lot of players who were present last year and some standout players as well. I mean, obviously you don't have to look any much further than someone like Krishna Karki, who is on a bench I think today, but my goodness me, he made an impact last year, didn't he? Exactly,
the impact that he made this year on semi-final against 1 RGR was beautiful. I'm not even lying to you, the way that he scored the second goal, that was brilliant. And obviously the players from Queen's Gurkha Signals, the officials, the supporters, call him as a nightmare for the 1st Battalion, the Royal Gurkha Rifles.
And this man here, number 6, Bibak Gurung, of course, he scored the winner right in extra time. I think it was from a corner, wasn't it? A header, if I remember rightly. And the whole place, including here in the commentary box, I have to say, went absolutely potty.
Exactly. Bibak Gurung, jersey number 6. Well, he's here today with us as well, playing a midfielder. Yeah. A man with experience, touch, man with the individual brilliance, a man with the bags of experience, where he has it all.
Yeah.
So, but we have to say what he have got today.
Okay, well, let's look at as well obviously at the QOGLR who have got here this season with a terrific performances in the run-up games. They've also got some outstanding players who've been around here, for a very long time. Look at Saroj Gurung, the captain. His third final, he's been around since 2018. Basil Gurung, third final, played since 2012, and a top scorer in 2018. There's plenty of experience there in the side in blue, isn't there?
Exactly, John. John, I want to elaborate more about the player like Rahul Limbu, where he played for under-23 national team for Nepal when he was in Nepal. But obviously, he's representing his regiment right now. But obviously, the way that he plays, the first touch that he gets, the way that he goes through that ball to the first bar is absolutely brilliant. I think he's one of the marquee players as well.
Well, we're in for a terrific game, as you can see that at the moment in the huddle for the Logistic Regiment, managed by Captain Prakesh Gurung today. Proud day for Netra Bahadur Shrestha, who is third final since 2022, and he's an under-18 Nepal police player apparently as well. So I'm sure that back at home in Nepal that people are going to be cheering for him today.
I think so.
And let's mention our officials today who are going to have the job of keeping these guys under control, because enthusiasm does really run away sometimes, doesn't it, in this final, because there's an awful lot resting on it. I mean, so much regimental pride and brigade pride as well, to add your name to the list of winners of this competition. So Lieutenant Charlie Howard is the man in the middle today. He's the referee, assisted by Lance Sergeant Luke Watson and Major Lee Davison. They will be the referees' assistants today for this game. And as you can see, all round the pitch, it is absolutely surrounded now by fans. I think we actually had I think it's fair to say, Son, we actually had more pitch invasions than we had goals last year, and there were 5 goals after all.
I don't think that we're going to see that today, because I've seen just barriers out here, so obviously not on that side, but obviously on our side there is a barrier.
Well, away we go. We're underway then for the 2025 Nepal Cup final, and wherever you are around the Forces world today, wherever you are around the world, welcome along. Going from left to right, of course, we've got the team in blue, which is the QOGLR, with all whites for the QGS in their white strip today. And you can see the flags proudly. Not too much of a wind here today. As I say, I was expecting a high wind in this one, but we haven't had it at all. Straight away, it's the men in blue pushing forward with Umesh Rai, and he gets the cross in. But I think the flag has gone up for offside, so that will be an early breaking play. There is quite a pitch, actually a bit of a slope on this pitch, isn't there? If you're playing from left to right, you are going uphill.
Yeah, you are indeed.
Never really noticed that before, but I think they've turned the pitch round from last year. I think that if you remember, there were actually puddles all over the pitch 12 months ago, which made kick-off a little bit unlikely. But we've got a bit of an injury at the moment to one of the lads from the QOGLR. I'm just trying to see who it might be who's down. It looks like it could be Kishan Gurung, who is just down getting a bit of treatment at the moment.
The player was brought down by jersey number 7, Dheeraj Rai. He was born and bred in Singapore.
That's right.
Where he got basic footballing skills from Singapore. So, yeah, where he's pretty decent.
Yeah, 4 goals and assists this season, so he's a man to look out for. That's Dheeraj Rai wearing number 7 today for the Signallers. Overcast day here in Aldershot, but we're hoping for some fireworks in this game. Good to see that he's back up and running again. And the free kick then comes down the field. And
appealing for handball, but that was not handball. Again with jersey number 6, Bibek. Well intercepted.
Ball just out of play there, and Harrison Lloyd, who is wearing number 16 today for the QOGLR, and must say Harrison, first season, his first final here. He is a Stoke City and Everton and Aston Villa academy player, and supports Liverpool. Well, obviously we're all thinking very much at the moment about the family and friends of that terrible incident that of course has happened today, and everyone will be thinking very much, won't they, about what's happened there. It's just absolutely terrible. Free kick then to the signallers, floated into the box.
That was a Gurkha.
Gets the header away, and very quickly it's the Logistic Regiment pushing the ball forward. Early challenges coming in. Limbu, and he goes across to Gurkha. Bibet Gurkha.
John, when we were doing a match commentary between Nepal and England last year, there was a player called Labim Limbu.
Yes.
Lakin Limbu.
Lakin Limbu.
Yeah, his brother is Labim Limbu, wearing a jersey number 8 on that white jersey from Queen's Gurkha Signals.
And is it Lakin who is joining Aldershot Town FC? There's a player who I think is joining Aldershot Town, who's been signed by them.
I think Kiban right. He was born and bred in UK, but Lakin was born and bred in Singapore.
Right. Yeah.
Completely different man.
Here's Taman, the captain. Just a little bit too strong, that ball. So it'll be a throw-in on that far side of the field.
With jersey number 10, Prasant Mang used to play from centre midfielder, but for some reason today, the manager has brought him down to last defender right now.
Good turn then from Rai.
Quick crossing.
Dealt with really well though by Ashish Thapamaga. But and he has another go, gets it clear in the end. All a bit of a scramble at the moment between these two teams. And a challenge does go through, but here's Raul Limbu now, approaching the box. Sees off a couple of challenges. Here's Sanjeev Thapamaga, gets the shot in.
That's offside.
And in fact, the flag has gone up on this near side of the field for offside. That was Lance Sergeant Luke Watson, who is running the assistant referee's role on this near side of the pitch and where we're watching here. But element of danger early on for the QGS. Gurkha will take the free kick in his third season in the Nepal Cup. The atmosphere here is fantastic. I'm sure you can feel it. You can feel the thumping of the drums. We certainly can from our position here. Ball goes up and it's eventually cleared down the pitch. Nice control then from Deepak Gurkha.
John, not going to lie, the Queen's Gurkha Signals on air ball, they've got that air superiority. They are just so good at it.
Cross comes in. That was Deepak Gurkha, got the cross in, still going. And the logistics boys will be glad to get that one clear. Just beginning to dominate a little bit on the possession side here. We've played, 6 minutes of this game here, 0-0. If you're just joining us, one of the highlights of the Nepalese season here, the Gurkha season, the Nepal Cup. Charlie Howard just having a quick word there. The enthusiasm, as we said, tends to run away with the players a little bit, as you can imagine. It's such a special day, and I can imagine what an honour it is for them to be picked for the team. Free kick goes up. Goalkeeper makes the challenge. That was Gurkha again with that free kick there.
John, within the Brigade of Gurkhas, we've got shooting, we've got trail walker, we've got volleyball, we've got cricket, but football is the only sport that brings the whole regiment together. As you can see, the atmosphere out here, they all are tucked in with their regimental mufti, wearing a smart casual, and they are supporting their regiment.
A chance then for QOGLR. Ball goes out of play, and that is the first corner of the match. Just took a deflection. Corner then on this right-hand side.
I can see Rahul Limbu on my right-hand side to take that first corner.
Yeah, Rahul Limbu with it. So Nepal under 18 international, a player that they'll be expecting a lot of today. Cross comes in. Eventually, it goes out as far as Sorgatsuba. Nil-nil, but both teams have had their chances. Free kick is given in favour of the men in white.
It seems like Prasant Mang is not happy with the referee right now. His player has been brought down a couple of times, where he's requesting for some yellow cards, but definitely not.
And that is not what we want to see here. We don't want to see players getting others booked. But I'm sure that Charlie Howard's been expecting a certain amount of comings and goings. Goalkeeper elects to clear his lines.
But that was not a good clearance.
It wasn't a good clearance, and that's a really good challenge, though. The referee says no. Diraj Rai, I'm sure that he thought that he'd done enough there, but just a little bit too much of the player rather than the ball. 0-0 between these two. It's as competitive as we expected early doors in this Nepal Cup final. Free kick then, floated in, but that's not going to cause any danger at all. And
surely not, John.
Yeah, Krishan Gurung there. He played in 2017. That was the last time he was in this game, in his third final for the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistic Regiment.
The best thing about QOGLR is the players from QOGLR, they've been playing from that regiment. So they've already got that sort of match experience that they need to get before coming into Nepal Cup. So they've got like individual brilliance. But on team, I'm seeing some lags out here, but I think they're going to sort out in about second half or in about a couple of minutes. But the manager has to be more careful in this one.
Aya Gurung just got away with that. Throw-in goes to the boys in blue, and it'll be the throw-in from Bibak Gurung. One assist in the cup competition so far this year. He'll be hoping maybe he can do a little bit more as well. Leaves the throw-in in the end of the ball.
No, that's the second corner kick for QOGLR.
Yeah, they got the corner. So they're 2 up at the moment on corners, but it's obviously where it really matters, it's 0-0. Rahul Limbu will take this corner kick from the far right-hand side where we're watching.
The first corner kick was a bit scary.
Eventually, it's not cleared. Player goes down, referee says play on. Here's actually Stapamarg just still going. Ronay Rai just losing his footing slightly there. And it's the players in white who get it back. And in fact, they have won the free kick there.
Bibek Gurung was brought down there. Obviously, the man now, Prasant Mang, for the free kick.
I was asked earlier on by BFBS Radio's Mark McKenzie for a prediction here. Very, very difficult to predict this game, isn't it, Sonam? Because, as you say, these players maybe not as used to playing together as they might have been. But, what we've seen so far, it's really a pretty even Steven stuff.
Yeah, and obviously me being from the Queen's Gurkha signals, if I
You've got to remain as unbiased as you possibly can in
Exactly.
commentary. And really hope that you're enjoying this if you're watching back home today. Obviously, there is a choice of audio. You can be listening to the BFBS Radio Gurkha service for commentary in Nepalese, but we're delighted to have you with the English commentary today. As Bibek Gurung will take the throw. Finds his man there. Ashish Thapamaga looking to take the 1-2. Here's Umesh Rai on that left-hand side.
He want to go past to Dheeraj, but
there was an
well
offside. Yeah, the flag's gone up for offside on this near side. Danger averted for now. We're live here on our Forces News YouTube channel this afternoon and BFBS television as well, all around the Forces world. And it's brilliant to have you with us. So here's Radin Rai. And I remember his performance last season. He made a series of terrific saves to keep the signallers in the game, and of course they proved crucial as they lifted that trophy, and they win the throw-in on this left-hand side. Deepak Gurung, he could be a crucial player for them. He's been a playmaker for them in the cup competition so far. Could be a man to watch.
He was the one who scored first goal against 1st Battalion, the Royal Gurkha Rifles in semi-final. So he's definitely the man to look at.
Those two semi-finals were pretty close affairs, weren't they, by all accounts?
It was. There were a couple of nail-biting moments out there.
And there were 7 goals, I think, in the quarter-final, were there not, for the signallers?
Yeah. But they were competing against Warminster, so it's a minor unit.
Yeah, who did extremely well to get to the quarterfinals themselves.
Exactly.
Big challenges coming in. This is really nice play down that right-hand side. And it's picked up now for the signallers. Nice turn from Deepak Gurung. Hooked clear eventually by Krishan Gurung for the Logistic team has kept the ball in play. Opportunity for them. Goalkeeper comes out, just does enough, I think, just to put them off, and Sangam Rai will clear it. And so we go to the other end. It's end-to-end stuff in these latest few minutes here. 15 minutes played, a quarter of an hour gone in this.
Well, that was a scary moment, isn't it?
It was. It looked pretty scary if you're a signaller, definitely.
But that cross from Lavine was not really good.
No.
Straight into keeper's hand. The goalkeeper Shrestha wearing the jersey number 1. A player played for Nepal Police under 18 from Nepal.
Bit of nip and tuck in the middle of the field. Live on our YouTube feeds, so we are with you there. So apologies for the technical issues that we've suffered right at the beginning. We were hoping to bring you some of the wonderful kukri display that was enjoyed by everybody here before kick-off, and also the band of the Brigade of Gurkhas, who were absolutely fantastic. And we can assure you that it looked absolutely spectacular and brought the crowd actually around the pitch, didn't it? And in fact, if you look beyond, there's hardly anyone anywhere else. Here on the edge of the box now come the signallers. Cleared eventually, and it'll be picked up for them. But challenges coming in straight away. Here's Gurung, loses out. And now a chance for them to break
Offside.
clear, but again an offside flag goes up. And you've got to hand it to the Signals defence, really well marshalled so far. So now, aren't they? They're not letting very much through.
Now they're not letting them to go through balls and stuff like that. But obviously the cross from Divas Gurung was very good. But obviously jersey number 8, Lavin Limbu, can't receive that properly and can't get that ball to the right direction. First yellow card.
Yeah, there's a yellow card
for jersey number 3 from QOGLR.
So Ronald Wright.
Ronald Wright, first yellow card.
Just for that foul. I think it was a challenge that the referee didn't like. So that's the first booking that we've had of the game. The free kick goes cross field, and that's going to go harmlessly out of play. Lacking quality at the moment, aren't we, in this game? There's been no real clear-cut chances so far. Just needs a couple of players maybe to really stamp their mark on this game, to bring it to life.
I think we all are waiting for Krishna Kaki. The man with the quality, so yeah.
Well, he's obviously on the bench.
If you need a goal, bring Krishna. If you need the quality, bring Krishna. If you need that speed, precision, muscles over mind.
There speaks his number 1 fan. Frantic stuff there. Sanjeev Thapamaga gets the ball wide onto that left-hand side, and he picks up the 1-2, and that's going to go out for another corner, third corner of the game to the QOGLR, and they're certainly threatening with these corners. It's Rahul Limbu will take this one again, but this time from the left-hand side as we watch. In our position. Corner comes in on the end of it. Flashes just wide. Remains 0-0.
Ratin right for goal kick.
Umesh Rai was the man on the end of that, by the way, the number 15, the defender, going back to his defensive position. And he... it's probably the closest we've come to a goal so far.
I think so.
In this game, and we've now been playing 20 minutes here. Good challenge coming in from the number 12 there, from Ashish Thapamaga. He's playing in his first final today. Big day for him. And I'm sure for all his family who are watching, hopefully back home at the moment. Yeah, it's frantic stuff, this game at the moment. Just needs to calm down a little bit.
Prasant again against jersey number 9, but that was well intercepted. Sangam on the left-hand side, quick pass. But that was not a great pass there.
And it's coming back for another free kick, I think. Referee Charlie Howard just pulling things under control. He's having a word, I think, with the...
Well, he should be one of the spectators from QOGLR.
No.
Don't know what is happening there. As you've been telling, that it's going to get really exciting.
Well, passions are going to be flying high here, there's no doubt about that. We're halfway through this first half, just about. And a chance into the hands of goalkeeper Netra Badur. Shrestha, his third final.
Played from Nepal Police under 18.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of Nepal Police are supporting him through our live.
Nice little flick on by Rai. Good ball going through. Can they make the most of it? Good defensive work though. Excellent defensive work then from Sumit Rai. And they have won a free kick. Obviously, referee trying to play the advantage there, but at the end, no real advantage to be gained.
Lance Corporal Kisan Gurung, jersey number 14, is stepping forward to take that free kick. With jersey number 8, Lance Corporal Saroz, the captain for QOGLR. Well, if I'm not wrong, he's going to pick that ball into the post.
Well,
but we see.
Floated in. Good header. And that's a really important defensive action there. Brilliant play from him, and he's getting the accolades from his colleagues there. That was such an important challenge there from the captain, Captain Tamam. I think that would have been almost a certain goal had he not made that interception.
What an interception.
It's another corner. Comes in, near post. Again, he's there again, is the captain, to head that ball clear. The biggest threat so far coming from the men in blue shirts here. 0-0 is still the score. They've been caught offside a few times. That's really good control there from Ronnie Rai. There's a good challenge, but once again the ball falls into the hands of blue shirts. And here's Rai again. Can he get the cross in onto his left foot? But no danger in the end, although the danger not quite finished now. Limbu now has it. Beats one man, beats a challenge, tries to get the shot in. But that was good defensive work then from Bibek Gurung.
Queen's Gurkha signals is a lot of pressure from QOGLR.
Yeah, looking dangerous here. They're looking the more threatening at the moment. That'll be safe into the hands of the goalkeeper. Now, can he get rid of it? Oh, he does clear it eventually, and it does find his man. Finds Deepak Gurung. And
that's a foul.
Well, referee says that was a foul.
Well, that was a good ball by Deepak Gurung to Dheeraj, because he see that.
Sujan looked absolutely dumbfounded with that decision, didn't he?
But they were not expecting that free kick, but obviously the free kick is in a danger area. Obviously, to take that free kick, Sangam Gurung stepping forward, wearing the jersey number 5, the left full back from Queen's Gurkha Signals. I think I've already mentioned to you about the air superiority that the Queen's Gurkha Signals got. This might be the threat for QOGLR.
Well, let's just see. So, Sangam Rai then with the free kick. On the winning team last year, but that was a low free kick. Shot goes in, the chance.
Whoa.
Oh, and it's put wide in the end.
That was Bibek Gurung.
It was Bibek, and he's kicking himself because he realised that he had a real opportunity there with that, and it was a deceptive free kick actually in the end, wasn't it? But he broke free from his defenders. And we'll probably feel maybe he could have got a corner out, actually. I thought the goalkeeper made a good challenge there. I thought that Shrestha actually made a good challenge there, but referee decides it's a goal kick. But once again, the signallers on the ascendancy. Trying the long shots!
Whoa.
Well, that could easily have gone in. And it was a great effort there. Brilliant effort from Labin Limbu.
I thought the keeper saved it, but it's a goal kick.
He was just guiding it, I think. He was just guiding it to make sure that it didn't actually go over the air. He was actually behind his goal line when he made the decision not to save it, and of course has got the goal kick. Cleared by the Logistics boys, and here's their captain, Gurung. Challenge coming in. It's still frantic here in this final. No quarter given from either of these teams, as you would imagine. Ball goes wide onto that left-hand side. That's a fantastic ball. Here's Raul Limbu. Can he beat off his challenge? Gets the cross in. Headed clear eventually.
That's no foul.
Defender Shrestha comes away with it, but
Well, that was not a good pass though from defender. The way that he intercepted.
It's just going backwards and forwards at the moment.
And again.
Well, I have to say that the pitch is pretty bumpy out there, and it's not conducive to neat attacking football. But they just need to slow it down. Both of these teams, really, I think, if they're going to get anything out of this.
I can't tell you the exact date, but a few weeks or months ago, there was a Gurkha Cup out here, so there were a lot of football going on, so hence the reason the pitch is not in the good standards. You were telling about pitch being a bit sloppy as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of
but
bottles.
We can't blame the pitch because it's the same for both teams. Free kick comes in, goalkeeper makes the challenge, he's lost it though, and well, he's won the free kick. And it was Bibek Gurung who got the shot in. It was cleared eventually, but no problem at all from the decision there from the referee. Just a few words being spoken again by Prasant Taman, the captain. Just a bit of back chat going on. The referee won't stand for that for too long. And this time it is a free kick to...
Kisan was pushing from behind.
It looked like a push from behind, wasn't it? And the referee has decided and agrees. So it will be a free kick in another dangerous position really here.
To be honest with you, John, the way that the QOGLR players, especially the midfielders, are playing against the midfielder of Queen's Gurkha Signals, they're not allowing them to play. They're not allowing them to give that through balls and stuff like that. But obviously... It's just the way that the Queen's Gurkha Signals players are playing. I think they have to get a grip.
Well, Prasant Taman and Sangam Rai are on the ball at the moment. We've got a five-man wall here to protect goalkeeper Shrestha.
This
is a direct free kick, remember, so either of these players could take it. Looks to me like Prasant's is going to take it. Takes the shot straight into the wall. Did its job. And very quickly, the break is on, but that's just a little bit too hard. And good defensive work then from Sangam Rai to...
I thought Ronald was going overpast him, but...
It looked like it was overpassed, but it's Bibek Gurung with the throw. Ball comes into the box, but safely into the hands of the goalkeeper, of Radin Rai. If you're just joining us, we played half an hour here of this final, and it is 0-0 still between the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistic Regiment in blue and the Queen's Gurkha Signallers in their white strip, the defending cup holders, of course. It's 2007 since the GLR won. Only 12 months ago that the Signallers celebrated, and how they would like to do that again. But it's on a knife edge, this game at the moment. Great atmosphere around this this pitch. We couldn't say it's a stadium really. It's a sort of it's been made into a stadium, I think, by the supporters. You can see how deep they are. It reminds me of the Aldershot town fixture against the when the England C team played the national Nepal team last year, and I've never seen the athletic ground or the EBB stadium looking so full as it was then. Cross comes in, but it's no danger at all. That's going to go out of play.
There were a lot of spectators out there, isn't it?
It was fantastic.
Nepal
it really was.
Versus England C.
It was a brilliant day, and obviously England C were just a little bit too strong in the end for the Nepal national team, but it was a great experience for them, and a brilliant day for the Nepalese community here in Aldershot.
Down again.
But of course, this event here, brings people from all over the country, doesn't it?
Exactly.
All over with Nepalese connections.
Yeah, last time Queen's Gurkha Signals were playing against 1st Battalion, the Royal Gurkha Rifles, and they were based in Brunei. And obviously this time they are playing against QOGLR, and they are based in Aldershot. So I can see a lot of spectators compared to last year.
I think there are certainly more fans here, definitely. And the better weather, I think, has brought people out as well. Here's Sangam Rai. Picks up the 1-2.
Good clearance from Bruno. Vivek seems quite not happy with that.
Yeah, Ronald, he's had a yellow card and his total commitment to the cause. He hasn't stopped running. I think he's covered every blade of grass, and we've only played sort of just over half an hour here.
The first 6 from QOGLR, the winger, the striker and the midfielders are very, very strong.
That's nice work then from Labin Limbu.
Wow.
Brought down and that
again.
will be a free kick, and I suspect that could be another yellow card.
The man who brought down Labin Limbu is lying down again.
2 players down.
I guess they need some medical assistance out there.
It'll add to a little bit of extra time to add on, whichever Lieutenant Howard wants to add to this, and indeed that was a yellow card in the end for that challenge. The second yellow card going to
Well, it could be a dangerous free kick for QOGLR because Sangam is taking it. I think, well, he's definitely a left-footed person, but he's going to whip that into a second bar.
Well, we'll see.
As I know him for over the past 2 years.
He's got players to aim at.
That's why he did it!
And he went directly for goal, didn't he, in the end, which, with all the players who've gone upfield, might not have been the right decision. And just wonders really about that decision. But anyway, it was very close. But again, all credit to Netra Shrestha, who kept a very close eye on it to make sure it went over the crossbar and not under the bar. Nil-nil the score into the last 10 minutes of this first half. Here in Aldershot. That's nice play then from Gurung, the captain. Plays it wide onto the right-hand side.
That's a corner kick.
Another corner. That's the 5th corner of the game. And they've all gone to the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistic Regiment so far, as they're kicking uphill.
Rahul and the corner kick again.
Corner comes in. And it's headed just wide by Ronald Rai, who drifted over onto that left-hand side. He's been playing in the right-back position here, but he drifted over onto the left, and his header went just wide of that far post. And it remains 0-0. Just missing that, as I say, that last little bit of quality at the moment. Sonam, and, you just think that I'm just remembering last year. I think we were in a similar position last year with 0-0, and suddenly the goals started flying, didn't they?
Yeah.
When one team scores, then it really is the most fatal moment for the team that's has just scored. Quite often they can concede a goal really quickly afterwards. Foot up there, referee says play on. That's a nice control then from Prasant Taman, the captain, who's really stood out for me in this first half. He's played really well, had a great captain's performance.
Bibek for the header, where he flicked it. Sanjeev again on the right-hand side for Ronald. Ronald controls it, but intercepted by Ajay Gurung, jersey number 14. He's looking at that long pass for Diwash.
That's a nice ball. He can't control it though. Yeah, Diwash can't control that. So once again, the ball is back. I say back in possession of the blue shirts, but the whites now coming forward again. Can they just get that bit of composure on the ball? That's a lovely ball. Brilliant pass then from Ranal Rai onto that left-hand side. Here's Limbu, but his cross doesn't find his man.
Ronald just
He doesn't keep it in play. It's gone for another corner. Goalkeeper Radin thought he'd done enough to keep it in, but he hasn't. So corner number 6. Can the Logistic boys turn their possession and their corners into goals? So far, not.
Rahul again for that corner kick. Corner kick number 6.
It is, yeah, the 6th
taken
corner.
by number 7.
It's a really good one floated in, and it'll be another corner.
That would be the 7th corner kick for QOGLR.
But a corner kick to the near post is what putting pressure on the defence, and it's good to see from a Signal's point of view. They've got people on both posts. So often I see games when there's no cover on the post. Ball comes in, it's headed clear again by the captain. Did a good job, but the pressure still on. Ball out of play, and this time it's a goal kick.
Well, that's a goal kick. I don't know what Radin is doing there. Quick pass to Sangam on the left-hand side. Sangam controls it. Wanted to pass that to Deepak, but intercepted by jersey number 5.
Just over 5 minutes left in this first half. It remains 0-0. Goalkeeper's come off his line quickly. Makes the challenge. Always important if a keeper decides to do something to actually carry it through. How many times have you seen a goalkeeper come off his line and then hesitate? He didn't that time.
And I'm sure Netrabadu Shrestha would always do that when the team needs it.
Great work then from the captain again. Bit of hesitation then amongst the defence, but goalkeeper Shrestha does the job. Netrabadu Shrestha in his bright orange jersey. Let's pass that Taman. Just marshalling things at the back there. Not a lot is getting through him, but there's a chance now then.
Baluj pass it to Ranal on the right-hand side.
Ranal, yeah, goes through. Goalkeeper's committed himself. Referee waves away the claims for a penalty. Nothing doing. That's a good turn from Rai, and he's fouled. Yeah, that was Diraj. Goes down, the referee allows the free kick to be taken quickly. They just need to calm it down. They had a bit of time there to just set themselves up for the free kick, but they tried to take it too quickly, and as a result,
that's what they're not doing.
They've lost possession.
Signals. The midfielder have got individual brilliance. They're so good at it, but for some reason they're not having the calm, composed, cool. Not at all.
I'm sure both managers will be saying that to their teams at half time. Look, you know, it's frantic stuff. Just calm it down a bit. Play your game. It's going at 100 miles an hour at the moment, and it's just affecting the quality. Sujan Gurun chases on, and it's Papamaga. on that side. Good crossover. Oh, and what an opportunity that was. If only Ronald Rye could have controlled it instead. And who's there to mop up the damage?
Interception. That's none other than Prasant.
Yeah. And
For
now,
Deepak on the left-hand side.
the break for the good defensive work again for the QOGLR. My word, it's end-to-end stuff, isn't it? Hard to keep up with it. Just 3 minutes left of normal time here in this first half. But no score in this Nepal Cup final for 20.
Vivek again. Where to score that goal last year.
Here's Arya Gorung. Nice play from Sangan. Goalkeeper mate comes. Eventually it's cleared by the defence. And really nice control from Ronald Rye. Ball goes wide onto that left-hand side. That's where the danger's coming. Rahul Lembu. But no way through the defence. Okay, and here he is again. Here's Rye. Needs to get it onto his left foot, but I think the offside flag went off. Was it gone for a goal kick or was it offside?
That's a goal kick.
Yeah, it's a goal kick.
I thought that was offside as well there.
Yeah, difficult to tell. Just the last moments of this first half here.
They can't do that. They can't do that.
They just did.
They just did.
Sangam Rai with the ball forward. The chase is on, but it's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. I think both managers just want to get their teams into half-time, into the tents behind us where we are, just to really have a word and say, get yourselves sorted. Strong challenge again coming in from the number 9, from Bisal Gurung. Keeper seems to be okay.
But he seems to be not happy as well at the same time.
He's not a happy chap, is he?
And obviously the referee as well.
Yeah.
Radin Rai joined the Gurkha Brigade Association in 2013.
Well, that clearance from Radin goes straight out of play and hands possession back to QOGLR. 0-0, and we are into stoppage time here, whichever the amount of time that Charlie Howard wants to add. There might be a couple of minutes. We had a couple of injuries which had to be sorted. Oh, lovely footwork from the captain there, from Prasant Tamam. Makes the challenge again. This time it's an unfair one, and referee says that is a free kick. Just a few little argy-bargies going on. First time we've seen anything like this. Referee might just have to get involved in this just to calm these lads down. A hug at the end of it is what you need.
Kishan and Prasant are at number 8, so yeah. The boy joined the Gurkha Brigade Association on 2016. So they know each other quite well.
And you know what, Sanam? The sun has come out here for the first time. So hopefully the sun coming out will bring us some goals. But we are into stoppage time. 0-0 between these two. Free kick comes in. Well cleared by Bibak Gurung. And they can break now.
Good pass to Levine on the left-hand side.
But defence is very much on top in this first half. Good cross coming in from the right-hand side. And that indeed is the last action of the first half here, with Sumit Rai getting the cross in. Good goalkeeping there from Netra Badur Shrestha. And so here we are, half-time. The score is 0-0 between these two teams. We're told they could have up to 15 minutes at half-time, but I think there'll probably be a little bit less than that. I'm hoping that we might have some on-pitch things to enjoy at half-time, Sanam, because of our technical issues we've got. We're not able to bring you any of the highlights we were going to be bringing you at half-time. So you and I are basically going to be chatting for the next few minutes. Okay.
I think there is a performance from the Gurkha Brigade Association, as you can see on your left-hand side out there, right at the corner kick where.
That'll be great. Yeah, it looks like the band's coming back on again, so we will be able to enjoy a little bit of that. And good to have you watching us in Vision today, with Sunam here and myself, John Knight, and good to be with you. And well, it's just great to be here in Aldershot this afternoon, because I think it's just such a unique atmosphere, Sunam, isn't it? You know, you can't really. You can't bottle this, actually, can you?
No, we can't do that.
It's just so good. And you know, I think it's just a totally unique atmosphere. I mean, I think you know virtually everyone who's here, don't you? Just about. Is that right?
Because I've seen a lot of veterans from Queen's Gurkha Signals and obviously from the brigade. So yeah, they know me and I know them as well. So they've just been waving me, so I've been waving them back. Because
you've been on other duties. We saw you earlier on duty. MC duties, which you were quite enjoying. You've become a bit of a celebrity. Is that as a result of your commentary last year?
Because of you, John. Yeah. Because of the Forces TV, I'm so fortunate. Yeah. I think I've started TikTok as well, hence the reason.
You've got a few followers apparently on your social media channels, haven't you?
Yeah. So I've got, something about 11.1k. I guess now it's 11.2k. I'm not bragging.
Probably gone up by about, another 100,000 since we've been talking. Okay. Well, let's just enjoy a little bit of the music, shall we, from the band of the Brigade of Gurkhas. I wonder if the Major there's going to kick the football. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? Maybe that should be part of the that should be part of the act, actually. But it's very interesting. I mean, obviously behind where we are, this is all part of this wonderful occasion today, which is the Gurkhas Bella, isn't it? Which is it's a wonderful gathering, and it's only when you see this that you realise what a vibrant community we have in Aldershot of Gurkhas and ex-Gurkhas and their families who are here.
They say Aldershot has a mini Nepal, and as you can see on the screen, there's a reason behind it why they say that.
Certainly is, and just great to have all the flags here as well, and just a great carnival atmosphere. I mean, for anybody who's not in the brigade or connected to the Gurkhas, it's very much your day, but just great to see other people here, other people from the British Army out today, and other people from the local community here, maybe getting to know all about the food, Nepalese food and those sort of things.
I think it's the best way to advertise army as well, because the thing is that it's the best way for the Gurkha recruitment. It's the best way to recruit army from UK. It's the best way to advertise the best thing about army, and obviously keeping the flag of the Gurkha company, the Brigade of Gurkhas, and all the regiments units out here is absolutely fabulous.
And I noticed as well earlier on there, some of the the new recruits, the young recruits are here today, all very smartly dressed, all looking very much the same. And I think people don't realise, if you don't know much about the history of the Brigade of Gurkhas, just what it means to a young man and his family back in Nepal if they are able to get into the brigade. I mean, the selection process obviously is incredible, but when you make it, you're made for life, aren't you, in effect?
Exactly, John. Only 1.78 persons get selected from the selection. The selection is very, very tough. It is one of the toughest selections in the world. That's why the Gurkhas are renowned. they just select best of the best. Obviously, thousands and thousands of people apply for it, but only 1.78 persons get a chance to enroll in the Gurkha Brigade Association. So hard. And talking about myself, I was the first in my village, so yeah, definitely. It puts pressure on me as well, as being a only Gurkha. I need to advertise to other people as well. Yeah, I've been advertising through my TikTok, through my socials, but obviously the British Army has provided me a lot of things. Since I got into UK, I've done a lot of courses, seen back when I was 18 years old, when I was in Nepal, and now surely the British Army has provided me with a lot of training, and I think the maturity right now I've got is absolutely awesome.
And have you been back, recently, or do you regularly get back home?
Yeah, this year I went back to Nepal to get married. I'm married now.
Marvellous. Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And is your other half here in the UK now?
No, she's about to come here, but she's tuning out.
Is she
live.
watching?
Yeah, she's watching.
Give her a mention. Go on, say hello.
Pravat Heve Limbu is my wife, and she's watching from Nepal. Not only her, I think my parents, they're watching from Nepal as well. So, well, she's been commenting me as well.
You know that she's tuned in. That's brilliant. We love watching the band, of course, and we're just seeing them now performing, and it's again. The musicianship is just fantastic. Look at them. Let's just enjoy it for a few minutes with the sound as well. Well, enjoying watching the Brigade of Gurkhas and their band performing here. Sanam's just disappeared off to get himself a glass of water, and obviously we'll be back with the game very, very shortly. Not too many highlights to bring you in that first half, unfortunately, because not too many attempts on goal. I don't think we actually had a direct attack on goal, but of the two teams, I would probably say that it was the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistic Regiment who posed the most danger, certainly with a number of corners, 7 corners to 0 in that first half. And when you bear in mind they were kicking uphill with the slope on this pitch, it was a very good performance from that point of view, but very strong defence from the signallers here today. Well marshalled by their captain, Prasant Tamam, who didn't let too much through. And when they did have a chance, they didn't take them really. So it'll be very interesting to know what the two managers are saying at half-time to their players. They're actually, I can just see, they're locked in their tents at the moment. So there's obviously a lot of discussions going on, and I guess substitutions might be quite important as well as we get into the second half of this game. Just beyond the pitch, you can probably just see on the far side of the stadium, certainly with the wide shot. If you just get the wide shot in there, you can just see the carnival that's going on. There's a Ferris wheel there, and they've got the dodgems, and a big turnout of people as well who've come here today to see what's happening here. And I mentioned to Sonam the food. Well, if you've ever sampled a Gurkha curry, you'll know exactly what I mean. But it is something well worth having. Just seeing if there's any movement from the referee side of things at the moment. So they'll obviously be back out onto the pitch very shortly. And nice that we've finally got some sun shining on us here in Aldershot today. Very changeable weather as we were setting everything up here this morning, but it has it's cleared up nicely. A lot of cloud around here in this part of Hampshire, but hopefully the rain will stay away from us, and we can have a dry second half, and obviously hoping for lots of goals. I just remember last year we had a bit of a flurry of goals. It was a 2-2 at the end of extra time. The game did go to extra time, and then suddenly a winning goal, which was scored by Bibek Gurung, who is obviously one of the mainstays in the defence today for the Queen's Gurkha Signallers. So the history of this championship is a very rich one. There are a number of very significant sporting events within the Brigade of Gurkhas calendar, but perhaps the most prestigious is this Nepal competed for annually in an inter-unit football competition within the brigade. The cup itself dates back, as we said, to 1948 when it was first presented by the Prime Minister of Nepal. He was actually in India at the time when he presented it, and it was normally held during the Brigade Bella, as it is today. An event that also includes tug of war competition. I think we've had a shot put as well. Veterans football for the Kathmandu Cup, and I think I saw some netball going on as well a little bit earlier on, and. Just looking really down the roll of honour here, it is fantastic, this roll of honour, to tell you all about really when it goes back. And in fact, we just go back to that very first final, which was played in Malaya back in 1949, when the 1st Battalion, the 6th Gurkha Rifles, took the trophy. It was the 7th Battalion who took the trophy back in 1950, and then in 51, the Gurkha Rifles 2nd Battalion took it. These matches were all played in Malaya, and then back in 1971 there was no competition, but then the brigade moved to Hong Kong, and it was the QEO Gurkha Rifles, the 6th QEO, who took that title in 1972, and until 1989, of course, when Britain succeeded Hong Kong back to China, there was no competition played for several years, 1995, 96, 97 and 98. And then in 1999, B Company of the 1st Battalion, the RGR, they took the title, and it was played here in the UK for the first time. And since then we've been back here, of course, and the 1 and 2 GR, Gurkha Rifles, they've got the most number of titles. They've won 12 altogether, and the 2 Gurkha Rifles, they've won titles in 1951 and 1965. The Queen's Gurkha Engineers, they've also got a really good record as well. And as we say, the finalists here today, 2, as far as the Queen's Gurkha Signals are concerned, well, they have won it 8 times, looking for a 9th title today. And for the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistic Regiment, well, it's 2007 was when they won the title for the very first time. Looks like we're going to have a substitution as well for the change for the signallers, and number 18 signaller Suraj Rai is coming on to make his debut here in this final, his very first final for them, which is clearly an extremely proud moment for him as he runs onto the pitch. We're just waiting for the Logistic Regiment to make their way back onto the pitch for us. Referee is waiting, Charlie Howard, and we're just waiting now for the other team to come back on. I think they're champing at the bit to have a go, to be honest. The signallers just in a bit of a huddle at the moment.
I went to both of their admin team and both managers were not happy at all with their performance.
Okay.
They were shouting at the players.
Were there any teacups at Manchester? Sir Alex Ferguson used to throw teacups around the dressing room when things weren't going well. Anything going on like that today?
Well, there were some paper cups, but I didn't see that flying around. So.
Well, referees and officials do not like to be kept waiting. I think Lance Sergeant Luke Watson had the onerous task of bringing the players back, and I think we're going to be seeing now the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistic Regiment come out onto the pitch for this second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, now our Nepal Cup second half start with this house.
Well, this first goal is going to be absolutely crucial, isn't it, Sonam, today? And who knows where that's going to come from. We've no indication really of any sharp shooting so far. Neither goalkeeper's been tested. So we're just hoping that we get an increase in quality.
Well, I guess the first goal will be the final goal, but obviously I don't know what the both team are preparing for it, but obviously we just have to see for that first goal. The one who was talking on that mic was our one and only KGO Sahib, Captain Tarzan Sahib, alongside with another KGO Sahib, Captain Jagatram Sahib. They are the King's Gurkha orderly officer.
Okay.
They are the one who manage and organize this tournament and this vela.
They've done a great job, haven't they? And it's always the turnout is the proof of the pudding, to be honest. It's been a great turnout here. So the huddle now belongs to the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistic Regiment, and we're just about ready, I think, to get underway in the second half.
If I'm not wrong, then Divas has been substituted by jersey number 18.
Suraj has come on, yeah.
Suraj, right.
Yeah, he's come on as number 18. So he's come on now the pitch for the second half. So no changes as far as we know for the Queen's Own GLR. So they are as we started the first half.
John, it's a bit hard, isn't it? Saying QGS, QOGLR,
yeah.
GSPS and everything.
It is. I'm finding it really hard.
Yeah, it is indeed. It was hard for me as well. It took me 10 years. So, yeah.
Well, we're doing our miserable best here, but actually it's just the occasion is just sensational, really. And we just hope the football just gets a little bit more exciting for us to enjoy. In this second half, we are underway here. And straight away, the signallers are pushing forward and will win a free kick on that far side of the field.
That's the first throw-in for first throw-in in the second half for Queen's Gurkha Signals.
Here's Gurung. Nice turn from Bibak. Cross takes a deflection, and that is going to go away, I think, for the very first corner of the game to the
QGS.
QGS, yeah, their first corner. Well, what can they do with this? There's a man down, unfortunately, for the QOGLR.
Is it jersey number 8?
I'm just having a look to see who it is. Yeah, it is number 8. It's
Saroj,
the captain. Yeah, I just saw his captain's armband there, yeah. He's back up now, which is good. So, corner then from the left-hand side for...
Deepak Gurung is taking that corner kick.
He takes
Corner
it.
comes in.
Shot goes in, and it's over the bar, and that's a goal kick. Despite the claims, Bibak Gurung with the shot there, which went over the bar. So danger averted for now. Another throw in, and this time it will go to the men in blue, and it will be taken by Bibak Gurung. Sujan Gurung. Real tussle going on there on that far side. We'll throw in. Nice little 1-2 into play there, but it's the damage is tidied up. And once again, it'll be Taman who gets it clear.
Offside.
Another offside.
Well, that was a good ball, though.
They were playing quite a high line as well. Just interesting to see the line has gone forward a little bit for
QOGLR.
Yeah, they've just moved their defence forward. Interesting.
But Queen's Gurkha signals are playing still deep.
Just a couple of minutes gone in the second half. Still awaiting our first goal in this 2025 Nepal Cup final. Goalkeeper decided better judgment actually to stay on his line in the end. And here comes Diraj. Good run from him, crosses the halfway line. That's really good play from him. Switches it, and this time it's Deepak. But defence clear it up. Real challenge, and I think the referee will give a free kick there.
That's a foul. Sanjeev was brought down.
Yeah, Sanjeev was brought down there, the captain. But some good early moments for both teams in these opening moments of the second half. And Kishan to take the free kick. Floated into the box.
Good catch by Radin. Quick pass.
That's a substitute getting his first real touch of the ball, and he wins a free kick. It was a really good play then from Suraj.
Where Rahul was pulling the t-shirt, hence he was given a foul. To take that free kick, the captain for QTS, jersey number 10, Prasant. Good ball.
It's floated in. Goalkeeper underneath it. Takes it well, does Shrestha. And very quickly distributes that ball wide. Flag goes up eventually for offside. That's
what offside line from QTS.
Major Lee Davison. Both teams playing a high line here.
They
Interesting. Both teams playing a high line for their defence. Defence is very much in control at the moment of this game. And Sumit try. Good work from him. And he spreads that ball out wide. Unfortunately, Suraj can't keep it in.
Quick pass it down to Kisan. Kisan looking on his right. To switch that ball. Deepak. Brought down again.
Free kick.
That's a free kick from dangerous area.
Well, yeah, Deepak is the man who comes down.
I think the amount of free kick that QGS got and the amount of corner kick that QOGLR has got up until now is equal. That's what I'm thinking about it.
I think you're probably right, actually. Set pieces are pretty equal. But there's 3 men on the ball at the moment, so who's going to take this free kick? They're having a good old discussion there, aren't they?
I guess Lavim is about to take it.
The 4-man wall. Goalkeeper just checking to make sure that everything is covered. There are, say, 3 of them. Who's going to? I've got a feeling this is going to be Prasant who's going to take this. He's lining himself up. He did a free kick earlier on, which went straight into the wall. No, you're right.
That's Levin.
He takes the shot. Goalkeeper can't save
No!
it. Into the net.
What a
And
goal!
we have our first goal.
Deepan Shrestha.
Well, it's Stepash who's got it. And finally the first goal. Well, it was a really well taken free kick, wasn't it, Sonam?
Yeah.
You can just see it here.
Labin.
Really well taken free kick. Goalkeeper wasn't able to hold it. And it's in the back of the net. And, well, great celebrations for the team in white because they have the lead. 1-0. And we've played, just 52 minutes here.
When Deepan was playing a match against 1st Battalion, the Royal Gurkha Rifles on semi-final, where he had a massive injury on his ear, but now he's fully recovered and he scored the first goal. Deependra Shrestha, jersey number 16. He's the first goal scorer for Queen's Gurkha Signals on this match. We are on the second half. The way that Lavin Limbu whips that ball into keeper, Shrestha can't hold it. So it was rebounded to Deepan Shrestha. He just tapped that ball in, and that converted into a first goal.
Well,
what a goal from Deepan Shrestha.
He's done really very well there, and it's broken the deadlock. It's going to change this game now completely. I think we're going to see a lot of attack going, a lot of attacking play. Well, referee has given a free kick against the signallers there, and Prasant very unhappy with that decision. It did look like a bit of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other to me, but referee's decision.
Yeah.
He went down really quite awkwardly, I think, didn't he, as well, Bisal Gurung there. And so he is just picking himself up.
They just want to get that free kick, I think. But obviously the free kick is going to be taken by Rahul from jersey number 7, QOGLR. He's a man with individual brilliance, man with a magic touch. Can we see some magic out here? Can we see some goal from QOGLR?
Well, a couple of players over the ball, Rahul and Saroj, the captain. They have a free kick now in a dangerous situation. 3 men have now joined that. Referee just holding them. I reckon this is going to be Saroj who's going to go with this, but I could be wrong.
Could be Rahul. Rahul's in a ball. Whoa!
Just goes wide. Well, it was a good effort from a free kick, and an instant response came from the QOGLR there. But it's Deependra Shrestha's goal from the man from, he's from Chatwan province, isn't he? He's born and brought up there, and I'm sure there's an awful lot of celebrations going on there at the moment.
The man from Chitwan.
Yeah, man from Chitwan has got the goal.
So we call it Chitwan in Nepali.
Okay,
But
thank you, Chitwan. Yeah,
Chitwan, but in English, Chitwan.
Yeah.
So
nice one. I'm picking things up all the time, you know.
you are, and you are a very great learner.
You have to be in this business, believe me, because we have so many experts who are watching, you know, and they're commenting, you know.
not gonna lie, not gonna lie. From the Gurkha Brigade Association, a lot of members asked me about you. So you're quite famous in Gurkha Brigade Association as well.
And you've told them all sorts of lies, have you?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Well, very good afternoon to all of you from the Gurkha Brigade Association. It's great to have you with us today, and a great honour for me personally to be commentating on this. And I don't think we've finished with the goals yet. 1-0 it is in favour of last year's champions, of course, the Queen's Gurkha Signallers. Here we go again, though, with them on that far side of the field. Good defensive work, but it can't keep out Deepak Gurung.
That's offside.
And
what is Deepak doing there?
Yeah,
Well, he should not be passing that ball to Diraj.
But the high line once again has worked.
That's a very good high line, isn't it?
Yeah.
From QOGLR defender. And I'm sure Kisan is leading that, the defensive line.
Approaching an hour of this game. Just one goal separating the two teams that we saw just a few minutes ago. Scored by Dipender Shrestha from a free kick. Goalkeeper couldn't hold it. That's what separates the two teams at the moment. Cross coming in, cleared by the defence in the end. But you're going to see pressure mounting, I think, on the Signallers' defence. We'll see what they can do. They held out very well in the first half. No real clear-cut chances for either team in that first half, but things can change very quickly in football, of course. Here's Umesh. Bibak wins the free kick. And I just wonder whether there might be a few changes coming from Prakash Gurung, the manager of QOGLR. Looks like we are going to have a change. There's a call coming on, and the man who's going to be coming on is number 13, Bishai Rai.
He's substituting jersey number, Ronald Rai.
Yep, who I thought was probably the outstanding player for them in the first half on that right-hand side. He did get a yellow card, of course. I just wonder whether he might have picked up a knock. So, Bishai Rai, he comes on.
I think Bishai Rai is a bit older than him, and he has that match experience and all that thing compared to Ronald. Hence the reason I think he's been put now. Prasad with that free kick on the left-hand side.
Good headed defence, great defensive work there from Bibak. Did a great job there. He's had a good competition so far. Number 8 goes down. Labin doesn't get anything from the referee. That's nicely played onto that right-hand side, but Bissau can't keep that one in, and it's gone out of play.
Sangam stepping forward for throw-in, where he will, I guess he will pass down to Ajay, but he didn't do that. Quick pass down to Dhiraj on the left-hand side. Throw-in for QOGLR.
Taken very quickly. But who's there? He's been an absolute rock, hasn't he, today, Prasant?
He is.
Absolute rock. And now the ball spread wide onto this right-hand side, and here's Suraj Rai.
To the goal scorer, Dipender. Dipender just whips that in for Deepak.
That's lovely play. Great control then from Sanjeev.
What a pass.
Brilliant pass.
That's offside.
But the offside flag has gone up, which is unfortunate. That was brilliant play there. A really great bit of skill from Sanjeev there, just to spread the ball wide onto that right-hand side. But unfortunately for the team in blue shirts, it's been brought back.
The way that he get that first touch, on the second touch, he managed to get through that two midfielders, and he passed it to on the right-hand side, but he was offside. A lot of work was done, but it was waste.
Free kick gets just going back. Prasant Tamam to take it. Takes it out wide onto that right-hand side. It's really nicely controlled by Suraj. Referee.
Foul.
Referee says free kick.
What is Rahul doing?
So more opportunities then for Labin Limbu here, playing his second final. Of course, he was a winner last year. Wouldn't he just love to have that, lift that trophy for a second time? Just placing the ball. Obviously, there's a bit of a divot there, I think.
So what do you think that he's going to do it, John?
He's going to float it in. There's some big men going into the box.
Yep.
It's beautifully floated in, but it's just wide. And the chance goes away. You're just sort of thinking, aren't you, at the moment, Sanam, is one goal going to be enough? Is one goal going to be enough? But it's still nip and tuck here. Both teams have certainly got the ability to score a second goal.
But I'm thinking that the QOGLR will surely come back. Come back for equaliser.
Well, I've just been really impressed with the QGS signal defence. They've really been very, very solid at the back. And, you know, you have to say there's been not a single save that Radin Rice had to make yet.
I think the reason behind it is Captain Prasant is leaving. Captain Prasant is leading that defensive line with Ajay.
It's so well marshalled.
Sumit,
Yeah.
and with Sangam on the left-hand side. Very well kept, composed, cool, the maintaining everything. What a clearance from Ajay.
Great header. Yeah, he got that absolutely right. Under quite a bit of pressure there as well. Can he get the cross in? Look at that again. Great defensive work, but this is great play from Sanjeev as well. He tries to get a shot in, but no joy there. Nice control from the captain, from Saraj.
Sangam. Want to pass that to Dipendra.
Goalkeeper
Coming forward. What is that?
Yeah, it's that hesitation. It's just, you know, a goalkeeper decides to come. They've got to make that move. They've got to complete it.
I think they are not communicating with each other.
It's too early for them to panic. There's still plenty of time left in this final. And here's Ashish. Nice through ball. He's clear. Goalkeeper comes
Offside.
out. I think the offside flag had gone up a bit late. One of my big bugbears in football at all levels is the delay it takes for the officials to give an offside. But that's just the way it has to be done at the moment. And
Rightly said.
It was, and of course the goalkeeper has to. They have to commit themselves, because
Yeah.
if they're not sure that it is an offside, then they've still got to go and make that challenge, haven't they?
Yeah, they do. But Radin's quite clever on this one, so well he came a bit early, so it was good.
He did. Yeah.
Prasant again. Not quite good like last time. Quick pass it down to Bibek. To left-hand side for Sangam.
They're pushing forward again. Can they find a way through? Not like that, unfortunately. Bit of a waste there from Sujan Gurung.
They've still got more than 25 minutes.
They've got 20 minutes. Yeah, they've got 25 minutes to go, so there's still plenty of time.
They should be calm, composed.
It's easy for us to say that, though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
When you're thinking, oh, goodness me, how long has the clock still got to run? They don't know, necessarily. But panic not setting in yet. Here's Umesh. He'll chase it again.
And on the screen, I'm seeing Krishna Kaki.
Tries to keep it in play. Yep. Well, Krishna Kaki waiting to come on. Is he a game changer again, we wonder? That's a foul throw. He took 1 foot off.
Shumid, what are you doing?
A clear foul throw, which hands the possession, of course, back. But it does mean, of course, that the change can be made now. So Krishna Kaki 5 times a finalist, 3 times a winner with the Queen's Gurkha signals. And the man who's coming off to replace, it looks like number 16 is coming off.
The goal scorer.
Dipender Shrestha, or is he just having a word? Yeah, he is coming off.
And
So-
Krishna Karki is getting in.
So-
Dipender Shrestha has been substituted by the Krishna Karki jersey number 9.
So Shrestha has done his job. He's got the goal. Picks up the spoils, hasn't he, from the fumble by the goalkeeper. In fact, it was Shrestha who scored against Shrestha. Just picked that one up, actually.
They have to play in a whistle.
They won't call it a Shrestha double, that's for sure.
Nah.
That was in danger almost of becoming a foul throw too,
That's a
but
foul.
the referee has given the free kick. And a real opportunity here then for QOGLR.
Yeah,
Well,
again, I guess it will be Kishan to take that free kick.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Keshan Gurung, who's going to take the free kick. He's been playing since 2017. This is his 3rd final. Can he make it count with this free kick? Just
Free
a
kick
3-man
is in a
wall.
very dangerous position. What
Goes straight for goal.
a catch.
It was good goalkeeping. He had to keep his eye on it. But again, didn't really work to the players who were waiting for it to be floated in. He went straight for goal. There is a man down at the moment. It's Aya Gurung who's down. He's just picked himself up. Hot conditions here.
Radin's taking the time.
The referee will be keeping an eye on that.
Good ball from Krishna Karki.
Karki does a header on. I'm not quite sure it'll be kept in play there. Just a little bit too far for Suraj. Bit of urgency then about the play from the men in the dark blue shirts.
That was a quick goal kick to Rahul. He can't control it where he does.
He did actually
That's
did
a
pretty
foul.
well. He did well to keep it in play.
But that's a throw in, by the way.
Yeah, the throw goes to the signallers.
Sumit was on the ball. What
He's still got
interception
it.
again to Deepak.
Gets the crossover. And Krishna was lurking at the far post there. Krishna
That's a
Karki.
corner.
Throw in goes
Throw-in
to
goes in.
yeah, it goes to the Logistic Regiment. QOGLR. He spotted the keeper off his line. He just went for it, didn't he? Did Prasant?
No, that's Vivek.
He just went for it.
Yeah. I think he just wanted to score like last time.
Yes. Make himself a hero. He's probably still enjoying nights out on that, actually.
Well, just wanted to let you know that we've got Saugat Subba in the midfielder, jersey number 10. What a pass from Saugat!
Oh, goalkeeper's.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
It bobbled around, didn't it? Well, Netrabanda Shrestha has just got his hands in his arms, his hands on his hips at the moment, looking at his opposite number, Radin Rai, who went. I think he just sort of fell a little bit awkwardly then, and that's maybe why. I don't think it was the challenge. I think it was just the fact that he fell awkwardly, or is it just a little bit of tactical?
I think it's
Stuff.
better for tactical.
Yeah. It's so difficult for a referee to know, isn't it? Really, until
Yeah.
he's up. He's
Well,
up
I
and
was
about
expecting
now.
that if someone scores a goal, someone's going to do that. But yeah.
He looks okay.
Well, I was not expecting that from Radin. He looks okay now.
Lieutenant Charlie Howe just having a quiet word and saying, "Are you all right?" Looks like he is. Looks fine. Decides to go long. Oh. Karki then in a challenge. Saraj, the captain, can't keep it in. Sorry, that was Raul Limbu, wasn't it? Number 7. I beg your
Well, that
pardon.
was Raul
Yeah.
Limbu. Submit for the throw-in, jersey number 21, on the right-hand side.
Right in front of our camera position here.
Labim once again.
That's great control. Great work from him.
Great work from Levine.
Keeps the ball. Beats off one challenge, and the referee says he was fouled. Well, I'm sure that there's a few words just from the captain, from Saroj, just questioning that decision by the referee. But the referee's decision is final. Lieutenant Charlie Howard doing a great job here. It's not easy keeping control of these guys.
It is certainly not, especially the Gurkhas.
Well, you know, there's so much passion involved in this final. We've not seen a huge amount of quality today, to be honest, but we have seen the passion and we've seen the determination. And Prasant then will take the free kick, aim for the penalty area. On the end of it, offside.
Offside?
Yeah, an offside decision. So nothing comes of that either. It's been rather a familiar pattern, apart from one free kick, which caused all sorts of mayhem in the penalty area for the QOGLR, and resulted in the one goal that we have so far, scored by Dipender Shrestha, to put them in front, the team in white, the holders of the cup, aiming to, for only the second time in their history, to win back-to-back titles. You have to go back to 1958-59, the last time they did it. Got floated ball down from Sujan Gurung, but it goes straight out of play. You can see what he was trying to do, just trying to free off. I think he was trying to free off his man, Denny Gale. But it didn't quite work. Now,
Krishna.
Oh, that's great control. Great work from Karki. Still got it. Beaten off. Beaten the challenge, beaten off in the end. And here's Karki again with another opportunity on the edge of the box. Beats one challenge. Low cross comes in, but it's cleared.
Now to Rahul. Rahul against Sumit. Again to Saugat. Saugat's want to switch that ball on the right-hand side, but he passed out to Saroj.
That's a great ball in. Goalkeeper will come for it. And that is a very late challenge, which I think the referee will have to have some words about, because that was a late challenge coming in. It was a beautifully floated ball.
That's the first yellow card for Sanjeev.
Yeah.
Should be the second yellow card for QOGLR, isn't it?
It's the third, actually, isn't it? Yeah, it's the third yellow card, yeah, for them.
John, by the way, Queen's Gurkha Signals has already won Nepal Cup twice in a row, in 2019 and 2021. On 2020, the Nepal Cup was cancelled due to COVID.
Oh, that's right, yes, of course. Yes, it was back-to-backs, isn't it? Yeah. Well, the goalkeeper still receiving some attention. It really was quite a late challenge. So the chance for both teams to get some water on, get some a valuable break. We have around 15 minutes of normal time to go here. And it remains 1-0 to the Queen's Gurkha Signallers. That goal from Dipender Shrestha not too long after half-time. Separating the two sides. Will that be enough? Or are we going to see a fight back from the QOGLR today? Goalkeeper now up and about, which is good to see. Radin Rai. It was a very brave bit of goalkeeping, because he came off the line. It was rather more his ball than it was the challenge that he faced. And anyway, he got the ball and he got the free kick. He's also bought his team a little bit of time as well. "15 minutes left without adding the stoppage time." Yeah, there will be a little bit of stoppage. We've had a couple of breaks of play, a couple of injuries to the QGS goalkeeper. Free kick then going down the field. Another player's gone down now as well. And
that is Dhiraj Rai,
Yeah.
jersey number 7,
and
calling for medical assistance.
And also I think we've got another player down too for the QOGLR. Not a lot of give in this pretty dry pitch here. So we're going to have another break in play here. Players have just taken on some water, so I don't think they'll be taking any more. So we are approaching the sort of the business end of this final now, Sanam, and I guess if you're Prasant Taman captain, you're just saying to the lads, come on, we've got one hand on this trophy. Let's just play it nice and cool here. Dhiraj Rai just about to get up, I think.
He has already won 3 times, so if he wins it, it's going to be his 4th time winning the Nepal Cup. As a captain, I think he won it for 2 times.
Yeah.
At this time would be the 3rd time. So that was Jivan Gurung, medical assistance.
He seems a happy chap anyway. He seems pretty happy at the moment.
He was on the team last year, but for some reason, there are better players this year. So he's been put down to medical assistance.
Well, Dhiraj Rai is just off the field. He's taking in a drop of water. He'll be back on after that 30 seconds. He just needs 30, and the referee has signalled that he can come back on now, which he can do. Suraj just claiming he was being held back there. Referee allows play to go on. Oh. Couldn't possibly be a foul because actually Krishna Karki went in and made the challenge himself, so they couldn't foul their own players.
And handball was given.
A handball given, yeah.
What control.
But again, the free kick not made much of, and so here come the signallers again. Ball goes out wide onto that left-hand side. Good work from Deepak Gurung, just guiding it. It goes out of play. Here comes the QOGLR. Intercepted. That's another free kick has been given, a late challenge. No need for it either. The referee's just having a word now with the substitute Suraj Rai, and he has been shown a yellow card.
I think this must be the first yellow card for Queen's Gag's player.
It is their first yellow.
And he was for the substitute player, none other than jersey number 18, Suraj Rai. The first thing that he did was he held the ball with his hand when that was full, and the second one he brought down jersey number 18, Sanjeev, and now he's given a card, yellow card. For the free kick, jersey number 14, Kishan stepping forward.
Free kick taken.
Free kick taken. Careful!
It's still not cleared. It's a bit of a melee in there. But now the chance for a break. And that's a really well cut out. Great defensive work there from their number 14. That's Krishan Gurung, who's had a good game for them today.
That's a goal kick now for Queen's Gag's. But that was a great ball, isn't it, for Rahul Limbu on the left-hand side, but he can't control it.
Yeah. You just get a feeling that Karki's looking a bit pretty dangerous when he gets that ball. He needs to be kept a very close eye on. Bit of a conversation going on now, the referee. I think a yellow card is being shown to the
Chito Choto Charido Funghang Limbu.
Yeah.
As a manager, he got the yellow card.
Just got a little bit too vociferous in his criticism of our linesman here, Luke Watson.
But he's a very prominent figure for Queen's Gurkha Signals football development, especially Captain Bhupal Sahib, Yogesh Gurung, Bibek Gurung, Phung Hang Limbu. They're the legend for Queen's Gurkha Signals. What tackle from Prasant? No fall at all. Appealing for fall, but that is not fall at all. Still a big tussle going around between Ajay.
Now, a break on then for the signallers. It's good great defensive work there. Well played by Sujan Gurung. In fact, yes, the referee has brought it back for a free kick. I think it was offside, actually. Offside flag goes up. So they will take the free kick. In fact, I think it was for a foul in the end.
Quick free kick.
Floated in. Time against
Rahul.
Yeah, Rahul tried the shot there, didn't he? And well, he did snatch at it rather, and
rather tapped in.
Yeah, it was.
I was not expecting that from Rahul.
But it was a good free kick. He found a bit of space, and
I thought that he would have cut that in to his right hand side and whipped that into a second bar, but he didn't do that.
He could have done that. I think he went to his head a little bit, and I think he sensed glory. Yeah, it didn't quite happen. It remains 1-0 then to the Queen's Gurkha Signallers into the last 7 or 8 minutes of normal time here. Are we going to see any more goals? That's nice play. Out onto this right-hand side with Suraj. Beats off one challenge. Gets a cross in. In fact, it was a shot in the end, and he curled the ball round really, really well. But it just didn't quite curl in enough to sneak in between the post and crossbar. Really good effort from him. He beat off one challenge, made a bit of space for himself, and curled it just over the bar.
But I was thinking that he was about to pass to Krishna Karki on his right-hand side, but he didn't do that. But that was a good ball, though. Throw in for QOGLR.
Good header from Bibak. Keeps the pressure on the boys in blue. But out of play, throw in, which they'll want to take quickly. Time is against them a little bit now. Into the last 5 minutes of normal time here. We've got a little bit of stoppage time to add to that. But it's going to be a tall order now. But we've seen late goals before in these finals, haven't we? So,
we have, certainly.
We've seen late goals, which has just really sparked things up and taken us into extra time. Don't be surprised if we get the same drama here in this final. The Signallers, though, holding out at the moment. Well, he did well to keep it in. Well, very close. I think it was just out of play.
That was very close, isn't it?
He did well. It was a great effort then.
I
from
thought he
Rahul.
managed to get it, but it's a throw in for Queen's Gurkha Signals.
Taken by Sumit. Sumit right. There's a player down again. The referee is completely ignored. You just wonder whether there's a little bit of professionalism going on here. Great work from Suraj. Loses out in the end. Well, he was Krishna Karki just a little bit overzealous there with that challenge. Referee brings it back and the free kick taken very quickly.
Just number 4 from the left-hand side. You want to whip that ball in. Cross comes in to Saugad. Didn't quite receive that well.
Well, anywhere will do at the moment for the Signallers. They just know that if they can keep the ball away from their own penalty area with time running out here, they could have their hands on the trophy one more time. But they've still got some defending to do. Eventually Cleared away.
Good clearance from
Umesh Raj was just trying to tee himself up, wasn't he, for a shot there? Couldn't quite get it in.
Compared to the first 20 minutes of second half, the last 25 minutes of the second half for QOGLR has been so cool, calm and composed, because they've got a player like Saugat out here wearing a jersey number 10. He's really keeping the cool for the team. Just maintaining that balance between the players, telling them what to do and what to expect.
That's a good challenge, but I think the offside might have gone up against Kaki there because he was over the halfway line, but players gone on.
Krishna again.
What can they do here? No, it's just the wrong ball forward, and Radin Rai will just hold on to that ball for as long as he can. Let the seconds drift away. Heading towards 88 minutes here. But they've given the ball again back to their opposition. And the QOGLR are just trying to penetrate through that defence, which has been rock solid for most of the afternoon. Can they find a way through?
That was a quick throw-in, but well intercepted by Sangam. Sangam on the left-hand side searching for his player. He can't find it. He just passed that ball on the left-hand side again. Krishna passed that ball to
a lovely
Dhiraz.
Ball through, and now chance for on the break then for the signallers. He goes down. The penalty is given.
That's the penalty.
The referee has said that was a penalty. Well, that will be a contentious decision. He went down pretty easily, but let's just have a look, because it was a beautiful ball forward, and it was Deraj Rai, wasn't it, on the edge of the box?
Yeah.
Well, he caught him, didn't he?
Yeah, he caught him.
And I think it was the right decision.
It is definitely a right decision. Well, he's been brought down many times. And I'm really sorry for the supporters from QOGLR. The penalty was given to Queen's Gurkha Signals at the dying moment. We've not even got 1 minute left, John.
There's obviously some stoppage time to add to this. The referee will add the time, obviously, that it's taking to take the penalty. But you cannot see a way back for the QOGLI if this penalty goes in.
Can Netrabahadur stress to save this penalty?
Yeah.
But obviously,
the captain,
the match winner,
Prasad takes it, and it's saved.
Oh, saved!
Well, it wasn't a very good penalty, to be fair. It was a great save from the keeper. He guessed right. He went to his right-hand side.
As I was
and
saying,
he's made the save.
Netrabahadur stress to saved it.
Well, it's
and
a
he
corner.
saved it.
It's a corner to the QGS. Great save. So save penalty. What drama we have here at the end of this game.
Jersey number 6, Vivek Gurung sought that penalty, but it was saved from Netrabahadur Shrestha.
And the corner comes in. It's not cleared, but it is eventually. They'll get it again and leave it to go out for the throw. Deepak Gurung, intelligent play there. He knows that time is not on the side of the opposition.
Now we are on a stoppage time, so time is kicking. Kick it again.
Goalkeeper makes the save, rolls it forward. What can the logistics boys do here? But they've lost out, and once again it's Bibak Gurung inside to Limbu. Limbu holds on to it. Again, outside to Bibak, who's taken that sort of more forward position. He's gone forward, which is quite surprising, you'd have thought, for a defender, but he's still got it. Working his way through, but now he's got to get back to position. As that ball goes harmlessly out of play, and it'll be a throw in then to QOGLR. And it's all now about how much time Lieutenant Charlie Howard wants to play. On the watch, he's not showed any signs of looking at it just yet. I think we could be in for maybe 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time, given the breaks that we had. So it's not over yet.
It is not over yet until the referee blows the whistle. They've still got it. QOGLR has still got that strength and quality in that tank.
It's Rajit Thapa.
What a ball!
Headering.
That could be danger.
Great defensive work there again. And they have been superb in defence today. There's no doubt about it. Hold on. That's
a foul.
A free kick, yeah. Late challenge. Unnecessary, really, as well. The ball
that was really unnecessary.
Flying out of play.
Sangam.
Yeah, he didn't need to make that challenge.
I think this could be the final free kick for QOGLR.
We've only played 2 minutes of stoppage time here. What will Lieutenant Howard decide to do? I said he's not looked at his watch yet. I think we've still got a few more moments to go here. Not in a great hurry to take this free kick. It's Sugat Suba.
Manager are requesting Krishna Kaki to come down.
Get everybody into that box.
To take that one.
Suga takes the free kick. It's headed clear and hooked clear by the signallers. And that is not the final whistle.
That's offside. I thought that was a whistle.
There was an offside flag went up, and so the pressure relieved once more on the QGS. They're all asking the referee how much time there is to go. Not seeing any signals. Usually get a hands up with 5 or something like that, 5 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever. Not seen it yet. The referee won't want any time wasting.
But I think Lieutenant Howard is stopping the time. It doesn't really matter like how much time you spend. He's going to stop the time, sir.
Yeah, I think he will. He's looking at his watch now. That's allowing play to go on. Have the QOGLR got one more attack. It's a good ball forward, but it's going to go out of play. I think the goalkeeper's going to leave it. And points to the goal kick. Referee and goalkeeper just eyeing each other up at the moment.
Well, he's signing up, so it's about 6 minutes at a time, so we are in 4 minutes, so 2 minutes more.
Yeah.
Because Bibeg was giving a sign, telling spectators that we've still got 6 minutes.
You saw that, I didn't.
Yeah.
You've got sharper eyes than I have, Sonam.
When I miss something, you're always there. And when you miss something, I will be always there, John.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. I can rely on you, definitely.
Thank you.
Here we go then. What can they do here? Time is absolutely running out for them. Desperate to get that ball forward, but that's no way to do it. It's gone backwards instead of forwards, but they must be getting tired here. Both teams have run their hearts out in this final. Absolutely run their hearts out. 2 minutes to go, apparently, we're told. Opportunity then, edge of the box. Shot comes in.
Saved by goalkeeper Radin Rai.
Sanjeev Thapamaga with the shot, but the goalkeeper doing what all goalkeepers do now. Lies on the ball, wastes another few seconds.
Calling out team players, even though you have team players in the position.
Kicks the ball forward again.
Long kick.
We carry on.
Krishna.
Into the 5th minute now. Kaki just holds it up well. That's all they need to do, just play the ball. That's a great ball.
Kaki too.
And he's gone down. He's taken a knock, and the referee says that was a free kick.
Well, Kaki's not happy with that foul.
That could be a chance. That could be the last chance really now gone for the QOGLR. The signallers will be in no hurry whatever to take this free kick.
All the signallers on our left-hand side are really excited to wave that flag.
Waiting to run onto the pitch. We had no pitch invasions here. I've been disappointed about that.
Because we've got a barrier this time, John. Yeah.
There's a barrier, yeah.
There's a barrier.
Yeah.
For the free kick, Sangam. Sangam plays it into Krishna on the left-hand side.
And Kaki just wants to hold it up. Eventually they lose it though. QOGLR will have the throw in which they get. But can they win it back? Can they get one last chance? And here's Raul Limbu.
Rahul on the left-hand side to Saugat. Jersey number 10. Saugat with the ball.
Good corner, good cross. Oh, that's a really important save from the keeper. Great goalkeeping from Radin Rai. He took that ball out, plucked it out of the sky with great confidence. He could easily have lost that. And that may be the last chance gone then for the QOGLR. It was a beautiful cross, and there were marauding attackers coming in, but Radin made the save. He kicks it forward. Still we play on. It's still 1-0 to the Signallers here. The men in white looking to retain the cup. Great challenge then from Sujan Gurung. Edge of the box.
What are they doing? Lavin.
That's really nice play from
Lavin
them.
to
And now they bring the ball forward. It's 2 against 2 here. Great bit of control. They missed the penalty. Have they got the second goal? And that is the one that finishes it. Dhiraj Rai is the man who's got the goal.
Dhiraj Rai, jersey number 7, the man born and bred in Singapore, the man who has the basic Singapore footballing skills, scored the second goal against
Well, he took it
QOGLR.
beautifully. He really did. He flicked it up onto his left foot and placed it into the back of the net.
Well, what a tapping that was.
Well, it was a beautiful goal, and it was kind of coming because obviously QOGLR had to push everyone forward. They had to aim for the equaliser. Well, and they've been hit on the break there, and of course Queen's Gurkha Signals, they missed a penalty as well right at the start of stoppage time, which could have sealed it. Surely it's all over now. Surely they have now won it. It's 2-0. We are deep into stoppage time. That will go straight down to the goalkeeper. Bit of control, bit of control there. Referee actually won't like that. There was no need for all that play acting there from Radin Rai.
They've already scored 2 goals here.
He doesn't need to do that.
But he's a goalkeeper, just want to waste the time. Even though he got player in the right position, where he's still appealing players to go out in the right position.
The more time he wastes, the more time that the referee will play, because they're not, they've got it. Great defensive header. And that's a free kick. Yeah, the foul then by Bibak Gurung.
Lavin.
So, have we got more drama to come?
Yeah, another yellow card for Lavin. Lavin, that was not needed.
No.
You've already scored 2 goals. So that was not needed. We've still got a time.
So we are now into 9 minutes of stoppage time here. The referee is not taking. There's been quite a lot of sort of time wasting going on during this second the stoppage time itself, and so he will just carry on playing until he thinks the time is gone. The man on the free kick then is Rajiv Thapa. He's going to have a blast, isn't he? Goes for it.
Whoa!
And it's a great save.
Nearly.
It was a fine
I thought that was a goal.
It looked like it was flying in. It's gone out for the corner. Quickly taken.
The corner, come on, Saugat. Saugat! Oh my God.
Towards goal.
I thought that was a goal. That is the final whistle.
That is the final action. And, well, great scenes here if you are a fan of the QGS, because they have retained. They've retained the cup. 2-0 the final score. And I think over the course, probably the 90 minutes, Sanam, they just about deserved it, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they deserve it. QOGLR is one of the best teams in the Brigade of Gurkhas Association, but for some reason, they can't find the cool, calm and composure in that 90 minutes. They have the man with individual brilliance, but for some reason, they can't get that brilliance on that final third. Hence, they can't win it this match.
No, they can't, and it's a retention then of the trophy then by the Signallers here. They've won by 2-0. Pitch invasion, as we expected, has now happened. Great celebrations. You've got to feel, though, for the QOGLR who come here. They actually gave it everything in those last few minutes.
They did.
But it wasn't quite there. Dipender Shrestha getting the first goal. They missed a penalty as well, remember. And then right at the end, it was Dhiraj Rai who got that all-important second goal to win the trophy back for a second year for the here at Queen's Avenue in Aldershot. It's been, well, probably not the best quality of football that we've seen, but I'll tell you what, it's been plenty of excitement, hasn't it, Saraj?
It is indeed.
But from me and Saram Tamsang here, it's me, John Knighton, and the rest of our team here, we will say a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us today for our coverage here of the 2025 Cup. But this trophy is going back to
Queen's
Gurkha Signal Regiment. From all of us here in Aldershot, a very good afternoon.